Good afternoon / evening. This is a live watch along of the Chelsea and Fulham game. We have started a little bit early because I was supposed to have a guest on the show today. But unfortunately, they have pulled out last minute, which is a bit rubbish. But it's not going to stop me from watching the game and talking to you guys in the comments as well. Just before we start the live, we're massive on mental health in this group. If anybody is struggling or needs any help and needs to talk to anybody, go and have a look at the Unlock You on Facebook. They've got helplines and mental health first trained professionals that will help you in any situation that you feel you're struggling at the moment. So Chelsea Fulham, it is a big London derby. Not as big as what it used to be, but it's still quite big. The teams they're announced. We'll start with Fulham as their home team. They've got Ariola, Aina, Joachim Anderson, Tosin Adebayo, Kenny Tete, Bobby Reid, Anguissa, Robinson, Calviero, and Lookman, which is, I believe they play a 5, but it's with wing backs. Lookman's just a great player in general. He's in great form as well. Also, just a quick shout out there that Ola Aina is an ex-Chelsea player, along with having, obviously, Michael Hector on the bench, was also at Chelsea. They bought him off of him a couple of days ago, I believe. So on the bench, we've got Dennis Adoy, Nessus Cabano, Marek Roddick, Tim Ream, Joe Byron, Joshua Onama, and Kamara on the bench. Scott Parker is the manager. Great manager, Scott Parker, Chelsea legend, football legend in general, in my opinion. With the Chelsea team, I've seen this. I'm not too happy with the team itself. I feel as if it's going to be quite a sluggish game at Chelsea's point of view. If you don't agree, please tell me. Completely different to what I thought. Frank knows his best side. Frank doesn't know his best side. This is from a Chelsea fan. The side he's putting out seems a very sluggish, slow side that's going to be playing today. We've got Edson Mendy in goal. Edouard Mendy in goal. Love that. Ben Chilwell, great player. Love him. We've got Thiago Silva as well. Great. But then on the right-hand side, we've got Rodega and Aspilicueta. It's a bit risky, that. Really risky, because Fulham can be pacey on the counter-attack. So for me, that's a bit of a risky take there from Frankie. Mateo Kovacic, Jorginho, and Mason Mount going through the middle of the park. Jorginho, I just think he got bought as a love child of another manager. He's still at the club. I don't know why. Is he a good footballer? Yes. Does he fit in with Chelsea? No. I don't agree with it. He may change my mind today. We never know. Kovacic and Mason Mount, 100% agree with both of them. We've got Zizek and Pulisic. Nice to see Pulisic on the pitch starting. Nice to see Zizek back as well. Both of them have struggled with injuries at the start of the season. We've got Olivier Giroud up top. Deserves a chance. On the bench, obviously, we've got Kepa. We've got Tammy, Werner, Zuma, Hudson-Odoi, Billy Gilmore, Reece James, Kai Havertz, Emerson. Reece James, I don't know if he's picked an injury or he's just fell out of favour with Lampard. That's one I would say should have started today. I also would have, just because I would have kept Callum Hudson-Odoi, played him on the left-hand side and Zizek on the right-hand side. But obviously, there's something's happened at training this week. When we look at the stuff like this, a summary of the clubs, it's Peter Banks is the referee. Venue's Craven Cottage as well. Craven Cottage, I've been there. It's not a bad ground. I wouldn't say it's great. It's quite an old ground now. Lineups, there we go. In the table as it stands, Chelsea is set in 10th. They played 17 games. Aston Villa are 9th with two games in hand on Chelsea, which even if we win today, Villa could win their games in hand and we'd still drop back down. If we do get a win today, for the moment, and especially until Southampton and Leicester play, we would pop ourselves up to 8th, I believe, 9th, 7th on goal difference, which wouldn't be a bad shout for us. We've not played great this season. For Fulham, they are on 12, so a win today would take them up to 15, just a point behind Burnley with a game in hand on the two other bottom teams, which is a big plus for Fulham there. A lot of people I've written them off from early days. It's not over till the Fat Lady sings, in my opinion. We all seen it with Sheffield United picking up points yesterday and West Brom beating Wolves today. So head-to-head wise, Chelsea-Fulham. We played each other last season. Chelsea won 2-1. Was it last season or season before? Last season, I believe. Season before. The running effect here is Chelsea haven't lost to Fulham since. Well, we haven't lost to Fulham. 2011 was the lowest. Well, what I've looked up on 2011, we drew with them. Fulham have only took points off us 1, 2, 3, 4 times. The last all the games we played them in recent times. 2-1, 2-0 to Chelsea, 3-1 to Chelsea, 2-0 to Chelsea, 3-0 to Chelsea, 0-0 Fulham, 0-0 Chelsea, 1-1, 1-1, 0-0. So to be honest, it's not a straightforward game for Chelsea. I know we've got the head-to-head, but in the long run, if you look at it as it stands at the moment, Fulham had a really good point taken at Spurs the other week. Last week. They got a 1-1 draw at White Hart Lane. Well, whatever they're calling their new stadium now. They also had a win in the FA Cup. They won 2-0 against Queen's Park Rangers. They also had a draw against Liverpool, Brighton, Fulham, and Southampton. So they've not been dropping a lot of points. The last time they lost was to Man City. They lost 2-0. They're actually unbeaten in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games now. Chelsea shouldn't be conceding in this, and for me, it should be 3-4-0. To be honest, Reece, I'd like to be as confident as you, but I'm not that confident this season. Chelsea obviously had the 4-0 win against Morecambe. We lost to Man City, we drew to Villa, and we lost to Arsenal. We beat West Ham, and then we lost to Everton. We've not had a great run of games. I think losing to Everton, that was a big loss to take. Beating West Ham, we had to do it. West Ham have hit a bit of form recently. Arsenal battered us. Villa deserved the win against us. Man City absolutely controlled the game and dominated us for the whole of the game. It was nice to win during last weekend, but obviously it was against Morecambe. Not much you can scream and shout about there. League 2 team. 4-0 performance. Werner got a goal as well. So, guys, what has there been any shocks to you guys this weekend about football? Fulham fan here. I think Frank put out a smart side. American also. Pulisic is going to have a lot of space to operate. I would be happier if Frank had a forward. Havertz and Ziyech more centrally. From a Fulham perspective, Kovacic and Jorginho settle things down. To be honest with you, Ed, I would agree with you a little bit there. I just don't like how much they settle it down. I think Jorginho really does slow the play down quite a bit. He may prove me completely wrong here, but I think it just slows the game down too much for me. Werner needs to prove something to do. Do you agree he's been a flop? Right. So a flop's a strong word. You look at Drogba, Henry, Cantona, I don't know. You look at any foreign player 10 years ago that came into the Premier League, or 15 years ago came to the Premier League. Most of them didn't hit the ground running first season. A lot of them don't. They've upped sticks. They played at a club for a very long time, lived in a certain place for a very long time. They've had to move to a different country, come into the league. He hasn't been good enough. I agree. For the price tag that is on him, he needs to score more. He needs to be better. But would I say he's a flop? No. We go into next season and he's still doing it, then maybe I would agree with you he's a flop. But as it stands, all our new signings, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. It's their first season in the Premier League. This is one of the hardest leagues in the world to play in. By far, 100%. A lot of sideways passing from Jorginho. It's so frustrating as a Chelsea fan because some of the passes he does, like the long balls he does, are beautiful. It is so nice to watch. But the majority of his passwords are side to side, front to back, side to side. What's the odds of the Shorts FC to take all 6 points tonight and go top of the league, son? I don't know, Jack Booth. I think there's a very good chance of Shorts staying top of the league tonight and getting all 6 points. Jack Booth to score the first one. Ben Mamate scored the second. And our guy Yassine coming in with a double assist there. I reckon the first game's going to be a 2-0. Second game, unsure of. But yeah, Shorts FC will definitely be going top of their FIFA Pro Clubs League. Well, staying top of their FIFA Pro Clubs League. I think they're in second or something at the moment. I don't know who plays centre-back for him. He was woeful last night. But he's going to try and be a little bit better tonight. Leeds Brighton. We'll talk about other games whilst we're here. There's only so much we can talk about Chelsea. Leeds Brighton, pretty stalemate, to be honest. There you go. More comments. Guys, if you keep commenting, I have stuff to talk about and I don't have to try and think of things off the top of my head. but they're going to have a possession. Chelsea, Fulham like to break right now. Too. Should be a good game. Should be end to end. I think Scott Parker knows Chelsea. I think Scott Parker knows Lampard. Them two know each other very well. Playing styles are a little bit different as players, but they all know how either one likes to play. And a lot of people say when a player becomes a manager, they broadcast the way that they like to play when they were playing onto the pitch, which is always something that's always happened, to be honest, in most clubs. I really enjoy it myself. We've got a few things going on here. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Whilst we're here, I will lead to falling off lately. I agree they are falling off a little bit, but I do feel sorry for them in the long run. Here's a quick video for you guys. Just plugging a couple of the shows we've got coming up. Tomorrow, we have the new show. It is Talking the Tap Extra Time, and it is hosted by yours truly, Matthew Rigby. He's a top bloke. We're so glad to have him a part of the team. Have a watch. Lovely, Matt. Can't wait to watch that tomorrow, mate. Just a quick plug of the big one tomorrow. It is the game that everybody's been talking about for the last week and a half. Can Man United stay top of the league? We shall find out tomorrow on the watch along.
Love is a drug, but it never comes with a warning. When the calm down comes, you know you're gonna be in mourning. A push and pull courtship, yeah, it betrayed us. And now I need something else to fill the space up. Oh, I'll read between the lines, holding on to better times. I can let it go, I can let it go. I wanna take back what was mine, but only you can change your mind. I won't let it go, I won't let it go. So tell me, what do you mean when you say that we're not okay? We're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way. So tell me, what do you mean when you say that we're not okay? We're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way.
So there tomorrow we have a live watch along of Liverpool Manchester United, one of the biggest games of the season. It is going to be a hell of a watch. Cannot wait for that game. We have the Gaffer versus Mr. Who Am I? Paul Holmes, David Ray sat there talking pure football about their clubs, the passion, the blood, sweat and tears of being a fan. They'll have it all on that show. Today we're talking about Chelsea Fulham. Fulham, for me, are not a bad team. They're not a bad team. I do not think in any way, shape, or form it's be a walkover. Would I like a walkover? Yes, I would absolutely love one, just to settle the nerves a little bit. But we've got loads of shows coming up, guys. On Monday night, I'm talking to YouTube Sensation about his ground hopping and its experiences at different grounds. On Tuesday, we've got the Gaffer's Gaff. On Thursday, we've got Talking the Tap. Monday as well at 9 p.m. we have the Retro Show with Mr. Marcus. We've got a couple of late night shows booked in with Lewis. We don't know when they're going to be just yet, but they will be happening with Lewis. Tonight, we've got me watching the Fulham game and the Chelsea. After that, we've got the Leicester-Southampton game. I've got a fanatic Leicester fan coming on. I cannot wait to have him on. And I hope I'll have a couple other guests for this evening as well. So far this season, the league table as it stands isn't really screaming much of a relegation, or people are saying, well, the bottom of the league, it must be relegation. Not really. Anything can happen in this league. You've really got to look at the table here. So bottom of the league, they're on 5 points, but 17th place are on 16 points. They've got to pick up 11 points in the second half of the season. It's not exactly impossible, and it has been done before. Will it be done is another matter. But then when you come to the top of the league, between first place and 10th place is 10 points difference, which is a hell of a lot of difference compared to last season. 10 points between first and 10th. If you look at it in the long run, really, between 14th and first place, there is, what's that? It's 22, 36, 14 points between 14th and top of the league. If anybody has said this season so far has been boring, on your bike. I personally would like more people to comment, so I've got more stuff to watch, to talk about. Else I'll just have to start playing videos and stuff like that. Ground hopping, does he do non-league grounds? I watch someone like that on YouTube. Yeah, so I've got a couple of people. I've got a guy, the Oldham ground hopper. He's going to be answering some questions. I'll be posting them onto the group either today, tomorrow, or the next day. He's going to be telling me about some silly questions we ask, some proper questions we've asked. I've got a gentleman from YouTube on Monday. He ground hops around non-league. Yeah, he has a look at them. I had the first of the series questionnaires of stories from the road. That was good. If you go onto the page, have a look through the page. You might take a while to find it, but it's the first of the series. I spoke to a gentleman, and he went around all of the Welsh Premier League grounds. Really, really interesting stories, to be honest. He also said the best the best food he had was sausage and chips, and I gave him 2 sausages and chips. I've got a gentleman on there. The idea is for me to get a couple more ground uppers on as well for my grassroots side of football. We've got a treat next Friday as well, 7 p.m. We have members of the Pork Pie Army from Melton Town. We also have a guy that's been there from the beginning, from when it was a pub league team. We're going to have myself and Lewis, who are very passionate about Melton Town, and hopefully some special guests, but that's top secret. Villa literally pulled our pants down and robbed us. Everton beat us. Man City destroyed us. Arsenal destroyed us. Do I think we could get in the Champions League? I'd say ask me in 2 months' time. To be completely honest, I'm not too sure if we can or we. It's just one of them things. It's nice to see though that Fulham are upgrading their ground in the middle of a pandemic. A lot of clubs just financially haven't started. I think they started it before it, but they gave them opportunity to start it. It's that new stand looks really good, to be honest. Any Fulham fans watching? What do you think about the new ground setup?
Obviously, I think the momentum is with us. We've put in some good performances over the last few weeks.
Scott Parker's talking right now. They're putting some good performances the last couple of weeks. I completely agree with that. What do you think of Pulisic? I think Pulisic is a great player, mate. I think he's awesome. I know Fulham fans love American players. Pulisic is great if you can keep him fit. And the problem we've got is we can't keep him fit. And that's the problem. When he's fit and fully fighting, he is a great player. He's somebody I really enjoy in the team, and I wouldn't say anything bad about him. But it's just keeping him fit, isn't it?
Try and get a result that will just kickstart us again from the little spot we're in. Again, nothing bad on Kurt, but just felt like a change needed. Inclusion, how much was that based on his contribution on Wednesday? Yeah, well, I think Addy's been superb for us since he's been here.
What we've got as well, guys, the game doesn't start for another 15 minutes. So bear with me. I just need to go and grab another drink from the kitchen. Yeah, they needed the upgrade, a lot of space to do stuff out there. Yeah. To be honest, considering where Stamford Bridge is and Craven Cottage is, we've got nowhere to go but up, whereas you guys have got the space to be able to do something with it, which is nice for you guys. Too many muscle injuries. It's frustrating sometimes. It is frustrating, mate. He's a great player. He really is a great player. Guys, I will be back with you in 2 seconds. Sorry about. I'm just here, boys. I'm looking for the comments and stuff. Randy Orton. Oh wow, blessed. If that's a real, that's a real YouTube. I am looking to do loads of stuff with other YouTubers, anything to do with football, ground hopping, grassroots stuff like that. So if you do if anybody does want to do a video or wants to talk about their club or ground hopping or grassroots or anything they want to talk about football wise, if you drop us an email to the Armchair Pundit 2020 at gmail.com, we'll be able to have a look through it, get back to you, and get something planned in the pipework. All right. So that's the Armchair Pundit 2020 at gmail.com.
Which is why I use something online. Yeah.
Love is a drug, but it never comes with a warning. When the calm down comes, you know you're gonna be in mourning. A push and pull courtship, yeah, it betrayed us. And now I need something else to fill the space up. Oh, I'll read between the lines, holding on to better times. I can let it go, I can let it go. I wanna take back what was mine, but only you can change your mind. I won't let it go, I won't let it go. So tell me, what do you mean when you say that we're not okay? We're fucked up in a beautiful way, we're fucked up in a beautiful way. So tell me, what do you mean when you say that we're not okay? We're fucked up in a beautiful way, we're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way.
So that was advertisement for the Talk of the Tap Extra Time and also the live watch along we've got tomorrow with the Gaffer and Paul Holmes from Talk of the Tap there as well. Thank you for joining me today. Probably not a lot of people watching this because it's quite boring to watch one person on stream. I got let down last minute by a Fulham fan, which is quite disappointing. I don't understand why he won what he said he wanted to, and he's not here. Hopefully he's all right. He's not replying to any messages I'm sending him, so oops. Some people just don't want to talk to me. We're here, it's Saturday Night Football. We've got a great run of thing. We've got this game, then I'll come off this live, and then we'll have another live for the Leicester game. I have myself on that, and I have a special guest, a Leicester fan through and through, literally season ticket holder. To be honest, guys, if you're watching this, it makes it so much easier for me if you're commenting, talking to me, sharing, liking, inviting your friends to come and watch it. We're not everybody's cup of tea, but it'd be nice to have somebody to have a chat with. What's people's predictions for today's scores? I'd like to say Chelsea 2-0. I feel as if we could get away. A Fulham fan was talking earlier. We could get away with Pulisic just because how quick he is down that side. But literally, the space between the two rounds is ridiculous. It's a stone's throw. It's like a 5-minute walk. You come through Fulham Broadway train station to get to Stamford Bridge in the first place. Anyway, Chelsea's season so far for me, it's not been bad. I wouldn't say I'm worried about not getting top 6. Worried about top 4, maybe. We need to pull the results against the bigger teams. Well, the so-called big teams. I love my team. I love Lampard. In no way, shape, or form would I ever say Lampard out. But that's just football for you, isn't it? You get times where it's really good and times when it's not really good. So, guys, if you are here, drop a comment, have a chat with me. We'll go through stuff. We've got a whopping 2 people watching, and I think one of them is me on my phone because it's when I can see people comments and stuff like that. Thank you to everybody that has followed us recently and told a friend to come and follow us. We're just under 1.8k, which is amazing for a little page that we set up during this first lockdown just to get people through it and just talk rubbish about football. Today's results anyway, we've had a massive result for West Brom. 3-2 against Wolves. Leeds obviously lost today 1-0 to Brighton, which obviously everybody watched with Lewis. Wasn't too happy about it, and I don't blame him, to be completely honest. And West Ham picked up a win. Puts on 29 points. If we win this game, we can go into above West Ham on goal difference. Hope you well. Thank you very much, Adam, mate. Hopefully at some point when a Mansfield game is somewhere where I can get it, we'll do a watch on with Mansfield, and I'll sit there with you, mate, and we'll sit there and watch it with you and Reese. We'll go through it. Championship results today, if anybody's interested in that. We've got Birmingham City beat Middlesbrough 1-0 away from home, which is incredible, really, the way Birmingham are playing in a minute. Bournemouth lost 1-0 to Luton. Blackburn and Stoke was a stalemate of a 1-1. Bristol City beat Preston North End 2-0 at home. And Norwich City got a win away to Cardiff 2-1. Coventry and Sheffield Wednesday was postponed. Derby County lost their first game under Wayne Rooney. I don't know if he was in charge of the game. He may have been. They lost 1-0 to Rotherham at home. Nottingham Forest had a massive win at home against Millwall 3-1. Queen's Park Rangers and Wycombe Wanderers was postponed. And Watford beat Huddersfield 2-0. There is a late kick-off in the Championship. It's Barnsley-Swansea. That is kicking off at 7:45. We've got AFC Wimbledon lost 3-0 at home to Sunderland. Big win there. Big shout out to Tom Barnard there. I know he's a massive Sunderland fan. I bet he'd be buzzing about that result. Accrington Stanley lost 1-0 to Gillingham at home. Charlton beat Bristol Rovers 1-0. Ipswich beat Burton Albion 1-0. Portsmouth beat Fleetwood 1-0. Hull and Blackpool were 1-1. Northampton Oxford was called off. Peterborough beat MK Dons 3-0. Plymouth Argyle got a draw with Crewe Alexandria. Plymouth Argyle have kind of took their foot off the gas there. They've seem to be dropping points left, right, and centre at the moment. Rochdale drew 3-3 with Wigan. That sounds like an interesting game. Shrewsbury and Lincoln was postponed, and Swindon Town lost 2-1 to Doncaster Rovers at home. League Two as well. We had Barrowtown beat Scunthorpe United 1-0. Bradford City postponed against Crawley. Colchester United 1. Cambridge United 1. Good game there. Forest Green Rovers Port Vale was 1-1. Grimsby Town Southend United 0-0. Leyton Orient beat Morecambe 2-0 after we beat them 4-0 in the FA Cup. Mansfield and Carlisle was postponed today. Newport County and Salford City was 0-0. Stevenage and Tranmere Rovers was 0-0. And Walsall and Oldham was 1-1. Celtic Livingston finished 0-0. Oh, Celtic and Livingston. Celtic won 58 quid if they won that. Gutted, mate. Jack loved the shirt. One of my favourite Chelsea shirts, to be honest. National League, there's only 2 games on today. Maidenhead and Yeovil was postponed, and Wrexham beat Dover 3-1. Anybody that's got accumulators on today, we had the Bundesliga games of FC Köln and Hertha Berlin finished 0-0. Borussia Dortmund drew at home to Mainz 1-1. Hoffenheim and Arminia Bielefeld 0-0. Werder Bremen beat Augsburg 2-0, and Wolfsburg and RB Leipzig was 2-2. There is a 5:30 kickoff there with Stuttgart Mönchengladbach. Serie A football, Bologna beat Hellas Verona 1-0. Torino and Spezia are in the 23rd minute at 0-0 as it stands. And Sampdoria Udinese at 7:45 kickoff. Liga 1 in France, Marseille are losing 2-0 to Nimes, which is ridiculous, to my opinion. My score prediction, I'm hoping 2-0. 2-0. I'll take a 2-0 here, to be completely honest with you. FC Emmen and Vitesse in the Eredivisie, the Netherlands League. Vitesse won 4-1. Sparta Rotterdam, PSV Eindhoven are 7:45 kickoff. And the rest of the games in that league, Utrecht, Hercules, Zal, Zitan, Alkmaar and Den Haag, all kicking off later on today. Anybody that likes their football, I would. Copa del Rey's there's been some shocks there. Fulham won, Chelsea won. Sorry, Jack. Mate, don't be sorry if that's what you think. I wouldn't write it off, to be completely honest. We're a bit, I don't know, unpredictable at the minute, I would say. Deportivo Alvarez lost to Almeria 5-0. Real Valladolid beat Panadep Santa 4-1. Girona beat Cadiz 2-0. Levante are winning 1-0 in the 25th minute. And then you've got Leganés, Sevilla and Rayo Vallecano versus Elche later on. Hamilton, Academical and Dundee was 0-0. Celtic Livingston was 0-0. Hibernian and Kilmarnock finished 2-0 to Hibernian. Ross County beat Aberdeen 4-1 and St Johnstone beat St Mirren 1-0. Apart from that, I'm not going to go into Liga 2 and Serie B in second Bundesliga. I thought I'd do just a quick roundup there. There's been lots of games going on. African Cup of Nations, I believe, kicked off today. Cameroon and Zimbabwe in the 71st minute 0-0, and you got Mali versus Burkina Faso. Again, going to be some great games there in the Africa Cup of Nations. Going to probably see a couple of players bought because of that. It happens a lot in the Premier League. Africa Cup of Nations happens. Some standout players perform in the African Cup of Nations, and it brings them into the light of clubs from the Premier League and the European big leagues. Game is just about to kick off here down at Craven Cottage. I'm looking forward to this, even though I'm sat here by me once. Hopefully, I'll try and commentate. I'll just try and let people know what's going on. A lot of you are probably watching this anyway. It's on Sky Sports main event. I'm parched, so I'm going to top up my drink. What's everybody's favourite drink to drink whilst they're watching the footy? Do you have a glass of whiskey, cider, beer? What's your favourite drink whilst you're watching the football? Oh, lovely. This game's taking its time to get kicked off. Minute silence. Minute silence for the world famous, the Fulham favourite, Tosh. Everybody loved him. Everybody at Fulham loved him. He's forever Fulham. As Guy in the stand is now putting a sign up. Rest in peace, Tosh, forever Fulham. It's never nice to watch a club legend or any kind of footballing legend or any football player when they pass away. Thoughts go out to families and stuff like that. I keep saying because I don't know what to talk about, to be completely honest, till the game kicks off. There you go, minute silence done. We had Randy Orton earlier asking me questions. I've now got Jeff Hardy, which is making believe might be Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy might be somebody from Snooker Shorts FC. Trying to be funny. Cheers, lads. What's your Twitter? It's the Armchair Pundits. Plain and simple. It is literally Armchair Pundits. It's about to kick off here. Hopefully it's going to get a bit more interesting and I have more to talk about.
In front of the building, there's no question about the responsibility that they are showing in the continual drive against racism. That's what I'm kicked off. 5 consecutive draws, given the team is back going, they do need to find winning.
Tries to start with playing it around the back as we usually do. Rodegas took the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. So it's Chilwell, Rodega, Silva, then Asuqueta. Played back to Mendy. Took an extra touch there. Good closing down by Fulham there. Pinged long, back in the air. Ping pong. Bit of head tennis going on. Asuqueta's kept it in. Well played by Zizek there. Jorginho's big switch is on. Thiago, look at it. First minute of the game, Chelsea's got the ball. Fulham's touched it twice. It's not really. I'm not going to hold my breath. It's hit the ref. So there's a lot of people seeing this new rule when it comes when the ball hits the ref, he has to stop playing, do a drop ball. It blows my mind. Does it work? Is it worth doing? Nobody really knows, to be honest. I don't think the referees even know. Thank you to everybody that's come in and liked. Well, one person's liked it and basically just made it so I'm not sat talking to myself. Chilwell's done on the left-hand side. Great challenge by Fulham right back there. He's put the ball, thumped it long. Chilwell overlapped. Great bit of football between Pulisic and Chilwell. Oh, sorry guys, I have just got over Corona, so I haven't got it anymore, but just got over it. Kenny Tete's down the right-hand side, isn't he? I believe. Yeah, it's Kenny Tete down the right-hand side. Pretty standard shot for Chelsea. Keep the ball, pass it around. Bit slow. There's not much really going on. Tick-attack football. Commentator saying we need to win this game. He's not far from the truth there. We definitely need to win it or we're going to fall off the pace. Being in 10th is probably not where Roman or any member of Chelsea as a club or fan wants to be. I definitely don't like being there. I suppose there's less pressure on the team to play better and get further up the league being in that position, but some would say it's more pressure. Jorginho's put it out now to Ziyech. Ziyech is an overlap and run by Aspilicueta. He's not quite going to get onto it. Oh, he's kept it in. Oh, no, he didn't. Call the ball. Well done by Aspilicueta there. Ball's gone in behind. Players tried to shield it. Aspilicueta's come around the back, hooked it off his leg. It's gone off for a corner. Lampard's got a very serious face on him today. I think he knows this is a must-win for himself as well. For me, it definitely has to be a must-win. The pitch is in fantastic condition, to be honest, today. Hopefully, straight from the training ground. Oh, played out to the edge of the box. Mason Mount ran onto it, hit it, but Fulham managed to get a leg in front of it. Big head there as well. From what I can, the players, it must be freezing in London right now. Chelsea complete control of the ball as it stands. It's only the first 4 minutes in control. Chelsea, you wouldn't expect any different. Shot for Mason Mount there, blocked. Most chances created for Chelsea in the Premier League this season is Mason Mount, and I'm not surprised. The guy is lovely on the ball. He really has. Him going to Derby and then coming with Lampard back to Chelsea and being with Lampard and getting to play last season and playing this season has really done him a world of good because it's given him the chance to prove himself. Good bit of build-up play here by Fulham. Aspilicueta is really struggling down. Managed, out strength there. Well done, Aspilicueta. Jorginho playing stupid tick-attack of football in our own box. Come on. Get it out. Why? Just kick it long. We just tried to be too clever there. We're 5 minutes into the game. I know they haven't scored from it, but if that's Spurs or Liverpool or Arsenal or fucking West Ham or Everton, they're closing that ball down and they're winning it and they're scoring it. It's boring to watch as well. Passing it across the back line, let the keeper pass it to the left back, to the right back, to the centre back. It's boring. Fulham come into this game now. They've got the possession on the ball going into the 6th minute. Fulham are not a bad team. They've got a really good point against West Ham. Chelsea aren't a long ball team like United, so can't just go long. Hey, United are a long ball team. No joking. Great play here by Fulham. They're into the box. Well done to Jorginho there. Cut the pass out on the edge of the box. Fulham are not sitting down. They're pressing us in their own box. Easy foul to take there. Kovacic, well done. Reed's just fouled him there. Fulham's top goal scorer of the season with 6 goals. Considering where Fulham are, to have a player on 6 goals, that's not bad, to be honest. I'd really love Werner to get on double figures this season in the league. From what I can see here, Kovacic's gone to the left-hand side. Between Kovacic and Jorginho, they're switching between the middle and the left-hand side, giving Mason Mount the right-hand side of the midfield. Straight back to the goalkeeper. It's just boring football. I don't understand why we do it. Drew's brought that down lovely. Kovacic lost the ball in the middle there. Give the ball to Reed. Reed's laid it outside to Lookman. Lookman's not got much of an option. It's not a bad ball. Thiago Silva had to get rid of that bounce just before he kicked it. Thiago Silva, to be honest, for us has been a life send for us, really. Throwing into the box. Fulham are in the box here. Oh, Tete had a goal opportunity, chested it down to the edge of the box. I think that's Lookman he chested it down to. Let me have a look. Is it Lookman? Yeah, number 19, Lookman. Flick on at the edge of the box. Tete's got it. Played it to Lookman. He just had a heavy touch and it bounced to Ziyech and he managed to get it out. It's not an exciting game of football, to be completely honest with you, at the minute. Chelsea just playing it around at the back. Fulham have been in our box twice. Typical Chelsea playing it around the back, hoping for an opportunity, a gap in their defence, gap in their midfield to play the ball. Just tried a long ball there through to Giroud. Chelsea throwing down in the attacking half, just near the 18-yard box. That new stand at Fulham is going to be beautiful. That looks really nice. That looks really nice, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie, it's probably about time they had a ground upgrade, but everybody says that Chelsea's a shed and it's falling down. You've never been to Craven Cottage. No offence to Fulham fans, they even say it. Ball, just wasted ball in the middle of the park there. Asuaqueta's just wasted ball there. Too heavy a touch there. Oh, Mason Mount, that's beautiful. Giroud. Oh! Mason Mount, that is why you're in the starting 11, boy. That's a beautiful bit of techers. He's got it, tipped it over to the defender, flicks it on to Giroud, outside of the boot. Reckons the keeper touched it. I don't think he did. Oh no, reckons it's come off of the back four there. Great bit of skill there by Mason Mount. Brilliant. Chelsea corner apparently did get a deflection. Giroud on this maybe, or Thiago Silva. Great ball into the box. Nobody met it. Just went straight through around the back. Mason Mount on it. Big, terrible ball there, Mason. I'm not going to lie, mate. Terrible ball. Good first 10 minutes, really, for us. I haven't took the chances, but hopefully we do. So I've got the no. Timo Werner does not look happy about being on the bench. Does not one way, shape, or form look happy about being on that bench. Kai Havertz doesn't look happy, but he's been unwell, isn't he? So he's not gonna happen, is it? Big long ball down the middle there. Lookman's managed to get the ball. Sloppy header by Thiago Silva. I should bring this over this way, really, should I? So I can do it. Switch, nice switch there. Brilliant switch out to Tete, I believe. Yeah, you got Aina there. You got Hector who's on the bench for Fulham. He's an ex-Chelsea player. Loftus-Cheek's on loan to Fulham. Well picked out by Mason. Easy foul. Easy foul. No ifs or buts about that one. Come on, Chelsea. Sorry, guys. It's a terrible watch along because one, I'm by myself. And two, there's not much really to talk about. Big long ball into the box. Fulham got rid of it. Well defended Rodega there. Pulisic has done him, and done himself. Well done, Pulisic, mate. Love that. Absolutely love that. On my bed. It's my fault. I made it messy. Chelsea are dominating, really. Well played there by Ziyech. Azpilicueta needs to get his good ball in here. Cut back for no reason. Azpilicueta's put the ball in to Giroud. Chilwell has volleyed it into Rosed. Again. Come on, man. Oh, 12 minutes in. We've had 2 balls in the box. They've had 2 balls in the box. It's pushing the back there, F, surely. Thiago Silva's come over, took the ball out. Got the ball up the pitch. Play a better football. Lovely stuff. Say 0 on mine. Good turn there by Mason. Well done. Kept the ball in. Ziyech's gone for the quick throw. Jorginho's just trying to slow the game down in the middle of the park and just give the ball away. This is what I was saying at the start of the game. This is why I wasn't happy he was starting. It really annoys me. Really annoys me. There's times to slow a game down, but when you're 0-0 against Fulham, no offence to Fulham fans, you don't slow the game down. You go at them. Tete's inside there. That Tete, I tell you what, great player. He's everywhere for Mason's been absolutely done there. Nutmegged. Reed's there. Fulham have come back into this game, got a bit of possession here. Young Aina and Tete for Fulham are doing quite all right down the right-hand side there. To be completely honest with you, I'm not too happy at the minute. We need to be doing better. We're letting them have the ball, and that is crap. Funny thing about this is everybody knows I'm doing a Chelsea watch along. If Fulham scored and we're losing 1-0, I guarantee you there's going to be about 10, 15 people in here giving me abuse. Well, that's the funny thing about doing watch alongs. Good bit of football, 15 minutes in. I'd say 10 minutes of Chelsea's, 5 are Fulham's. Chilwell's there. Just playing it back. It's our back four's touch. Our actual defence must touch the ball more times than any other position in a game. Lovely. Chilwell's picked the ball up here. Pulisic. Oh my God! You're a professional footballer, man. We passed the ball from 3 yards and just missed it, and it's gone out for a throw-in. You're a professional bloody footballer. Fucking hell. Oh, excuse my language, sorry. Ridiculous. Whoa. I'm not feeling too confident about this game as it stands. 15 minutes in, not really had a clean-cut chance. Giroud's volley deflected wide. Robinson's come in now. He's into the box. Good defending by Jorginho. Off of Rodega. Kovacic has headed it away. Mounts hooked it. Bit scary that. Could have conceded there. Great run by Robinson there. Come in. Rodega's got a touch. Jorginho's got a block. Rodega's got a block. Kovacic headed away. Fulham are pressing high here. We do look sluggish, mate. We look slow. We look sluggish. Doesn't look like we want to zip the ball around. We got somebody like Pulisic and Mason Mount. Give them the ball to do some magic. Don't just Fulham look more threatening when on attack. They do, mate, to be honest with you. When you play Giroud up top, what you have to do is stop playing this tiki-taka at the back. Feed the ball into Giroud's chest or leg, like into him. He'll hold the ball, and then he brings in the wide players. But for some reason, when we play him, we don't seem to do that a lot. That's his best attribute. He can hold the ball up and bring others into play. And Chelsea don't use it. France used it for the whole World Cup, and they won the World Cup. He had enough everything to do with every single goal France scored in the World Cup when they won it, or the Euros when they won it, whatever it was. We're just trying to force it. Giroud's laid it off to Mount. There we go. Look, Giroud's brought in Mount into play. Now Ziyech's there. Out to Chilwell on the edge of the Fulham box. Can Chilwell get a ball in? Paid it back to Ziyech. Into Mount. Mount, mate. Mount's a different player, mate. Mount is a different player. Oh my God, Fulham are in the box. Great touch. Chelsea just passing it out of the box. What's going on? Kovacic is there. Giroud's tried to. Great challenge. That's never a foul. I'm watching it on Scott on the TV box, mate, on actuals. It's not even a stream. So I don't know why it's 10 seconds behind. But cheers for letting me know that. Really makes my day, that. Knowing that I'm behind the game. Cheers. Good bit of football here by Chelsea keeping the ball. But that's, I wouldn't say good. It's just Chelsea. Fulham are sitting in and doing well. And when they're attacking, they look dangerous. Simple as that. Chelsea just don't look like. This is why I said I want Hudson-Odoi to start, because I know Hudson-Odoi would have come on this pitch and would have went at him. He would have picked the ball up and went at him and made something happen. And that's what we're missing. That is what we're missing. Asicret has played the ball to Ziyech, or Ziyech, as they like to call him. Rodega. It's boring side-to-side football. Really boring side-to-side football. Oh, hilarious goal. Well funny you are. Well funny. There you go, Thiago there. Just passing around. You'd think we're like 3-4-0 up in like the 80th minute. Just there's no urgency. It's probably down to Fulham actually are man-to-man marking, covering all areas. They're not pressing unless they press in a pack, which is always, well, the right way to play against us. A good little touch into Mount. Every touch by Mount. Jorginho out to Chilwell. Deflected. Pulisic, get it under, mate. Don't go for the. If we go all the way back from this throw now, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Why? Gone all the way back to me halfway line when we're on the edge of their box. Big long ball into the box. Keeper comes out, collects. Same story every time. We've got no plan B. Our only option is to pump it into the box and let Giroud headers it. Why? It's just ridiculous, man. It's boring. It's the same plan. It's the only plan we have. Reece James played. We whip it in. Fucking Chilwell plays. We whip it in. We've got Ziyech. We've got Pulisic. We've got Mount. We've even got Kovacic. They love playing and go running at players. Why are we so determined in passing the ball backwards to the halfway line? We're in an attacking position. Fulham are in our half now with the ball. And it's so frustrating. We've got all them attacking players on the bench. Players that want to go at players. And the players we've got on the field that can go at players are being told not to. Mason Mount's got the ball and he's the furthest person ahead of anyone. Giroud's supposed to be playing striker. That's a dreadful challenge. Oh my God. What a load of rubbish. Literally, I don't even know why I do watch-alongs on Chelsea games. Because it is literally the same story every week. We did the Morecambe game, but it's Morecambe. It's literally Morecambe. We should be beating Morecambe. Lookman's come through the back of Mount there. I wouldn't say it's a yellow card. First challenge. You've got two big men stood in the box. Play it short. Yeah, great idea. And then back to the halfway line again. God's sake, man. Good save by the keeper there. Ball played into Giroud. Giroud laid it off to Ziyech. Got a shot away. At least it's a shot on target. Good strike. Drilled it. Well, daisy picker. Another ball in the box. Cleared pretty easily. Jorginho on the edge of the box again. He's played the ball to Ziyech, who's just hasn't kept it in. I'll come on with you in a bit. No worries, mate. It's just so frustrating to watch. Every week. Every bloody week. It's the same old story. The same old Chelsea. Come on, wake up. Nice play between Mount and Pulisic. Gone to Chilwell. Chilwell turns around. Passes it back to the centre-back. It's every week, mate. I'm all for building an attack, but we don't build it. We pass it back and then let them get reset. Up the left-hand side, back down the left-hand side, back into the centre-back. Nobody's moving for Jorginho stood in the middle of the pitch, just dancing around the bloody ball. Pulisic's got the ball. Back to Rodega. Gone from the left-hand side edge of the 18, back to our centre-back. Ball's been played out to Asiriqueta. He's whipped it in. Good defending from the defender there. Chilwell's picked it up. Chilwell's lofted it. He's out. Mason Mount! Oh, he's in the crossbar! Some good football. Good defending there by Fulham as well, to be honest. Some really good defending by Fulham there. This is what I mean. When we go at them, we go at them and we attack teams. We do look exciting, but unless we're doing that, it's just boring. Go on then, Mount. That'll do. Take the corner there, mate. Take the corner there. Yeah, I think he's hit it too hard. That's why it's hit the post. I don't think there's no direction on it. He's just hit it. Yeah, just laced it. Put his boot for it, and it's hit half an inch. It's gone under the bar, isn't it? And it's a great goal. Ball in from the corner. Rodega! Oh, Areola. What a save. What a save. Ball's been lofted in. Out swinging. Rodega's got his head on it. It is going bottom corner. Areola managed to get across his goal and get his hand down to it. And that is really a good save. It is a really good save. It's a good goalkeeper, to be honest. I was quite shocked when they signed him. Ball again. Headed out by a Fulham defender. Matt's picked on the edge of the box. Ball out to Zizek. Zizek's put it across the box. Good defending. Well cleared out by the Fulham defender. I think Chelsea look a bit more like they're pressing now. Fulham have broke away with Reed here. He's one-on-one with Rodega. He's put it in through the middle. And that is a dreadful challenge by Mount there. Absolutely dreadful. Terrible challenge. Just come in and took him out completely. "27 minutes in, couple of good opportunities, good save, hit the crossbar. Not scoring enough goals. Start of the season, we were scoring quite a few. Now we're not scoring enough." We have the gaffer. What's on, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good, pal. How are you?
I'm just stressing about this game, mate. It's not good at all.
Yeah, I've just turned it on. I've not been watching it. I've just turned it on.
Mason Mount picked the ball up. Into Kovacic. Pulisic on the edge of the box. Turn him. He showed him too much of the ball there, Pulisic.
Hang on. Am I right in thinking that mine's going to be slightly ahead of yours?
No, mine's on the same. Mine's on 27.50 now.
Yeah, mine's 5 seconds ahead of yours. Wow, it's about 5 seconds ahead.
Don't know why. It's on Sky. I've got it. I've paid for Sky TV, so I don't understand why it is. But God knows.
What are you watching it on?
Sky Sports, on the actual Sky Sports channel.
On your TV or laptop?
On BT Box.
Oh, mine's on Sky. Oh, if it's BT Box, it's in then. That's probably why.
Ball across. Oh, Areola. Do you know what? He had to put a hand on that, to be honest. Great ball in. Great ball in.
I'm gonna rewind mine a little bit. So,
wait, I can't be.
do you not frustrate you watching Chelsea though, and you've got so many players of such flair?
It's just boring, mate. Sometimes.
And I think as good as Giroud is, when you do play Giroud, it is very one-dimensional.
It's one-dimensional when we don't play Giroud, mate. It really is. We always look to swing the ball into the box. With Ziyech being fit now, hopefully that's going to change, and we're going to get a couple of lofted balls and balls to feet and stuff.
The way Chelsea are set up, I mean, you've got players like Jorginho who can spread that ball around. There's no reason you can't play tick-attack football because you've got the players to do it.
But Jorginho just slows the play down too much, mate. That's the problem. That's why Chelsea fans are not a big fan of him. We've got all these flary players. Yeah, but we like quick football. We've got the players for quick football, and he just slows it down so it doesn't happen. And that's frustrating.
It's obviously a tactic of Lampard to play it down the wings, put the ball into Giroud. But the problem is, if there's only Giroud in there, you could be 12 foot tall, but if you've got 5 defenders marking you, you're not going to get much success.
I get what you mean, but he's made his career on it, isn't he? He made his career on the guy that holds the ball up.
But he's always had another type of player. I mean, you've got players like Pulisic you can cut on the inside, mix it up, use Pulisic as a winger, but like a little bit like Liverpool use Salah, where Salah very rarely comes back in defence. If you had someone like Pulisic who's got the capabilities of running behind or taking people on and cutting on the inside, it mixes it up a little bit. And I think I'm not sure Lampard knows how to use Pulisic. I don't
know. I'm not sure Lampard knows how to use any player we've got in a minute. He ain't got a clue what his best 11 is.
Do you think Lampard's kind of, how do I put this? Is he on limited time?
Yes.
Because you've got
Great challenge.
Yeah, that is a great challenge. I believe, is Allegri still available?
Mate, we've learned our lesson with Italian and foreign managers. They don't last at Stamford Bridge because they are
do bring success.
But they're
Conte brought success.
But they're too opinionated. They're too opinionated for Roman.
Sometimes Roman
won't have a manager telling him what the club is going to do. Roman tells them, right, here's some money, go and buy some players. We want you to win this league. We want you to do this. Roman is not a fan of letting a manager be completely in control of what goes on at the club. And it's our downfall. It is a downfall, a massive downfall, because a lot of managers would have done amazing things at Chelsea's if they would have given at least 3-4 years. Good bit of football on the edge of the box. Kovacic, Pulisic says the box.
Oh. That's what you need. I think Pulisic is ridiculously underrated. I'll tell you what, I do love Kovacic. I think he's massively underrated.
He's a war horse, he is. He's just like a Trojan, just keeps going.
He's a bit like Fabinho. He just gets stuck in. Nothing overly clever, nothing fancy, just does his job.
Exactly that, mate. Exactly what you just said then.
I mean, obviously, I've not watched the game. I've just turned it on. But, I mean, I've Fulham been playing with 10 men behind the ball, 11 men behind the ball.
When they're defending, yeah, but when they get attacking, they have made some opportunities for themselves. They've not been bad at all. I didn't expect them to come out.
I don't think the Premier League table does them justice. I mean, I've seen a couple of games of Fulham this.
I think against other teams, they're possession-based, but they don't do a lot with it. And I think it's good football, but it's also, we all know possession doesn't win you leagues. Doesn't keep you in leagues. Doesn't keep you in leagues either. Possession football doesn't keep you in leagues.
Possession works if teams are going to sit back. I mean, possession works for Liverpool. It works for Man City, and arguably it works for Man United. You look at them, and 9 times out of 10, they have the majority of the possession. But I think that's because other teams let them have possession. Where if you're a team like, no disrespect to Fulham, you can keep possession, but you're going to have teams that are properly going to be pressuring you, which you don't get with the big teams. No one's going to pressure Liverpool when they've got it in defence, unless you're a top side. Same with Man City, same with Man U. I mean, we talk about the possession game. Barcelona in their prime were the absolute monsters of it. But you actually look, when they have it in their own half, no team even bothered to go near them because they're kind of like, what's the point? We go near you.
We're going to waste energy. We're not going to get the ball.
Yeah, exactly. We need to use our energy in the final back third. You know what I mean? So, where Fulham haven't got that luxury.
The thing that frustrated me with Chelsea this year, we're playing a lot of football with a goalkeeper, and it just doesn't suit.
You got a centre back.
Rudiger. Ball out to Mason Mount. No, Pulisic, Chilwell. Good defending again by Fulham.
Player Mason Mount, is he? He's not a bad player.
I love him. A lot of people say he's overrated. I think he's quality. A lot of people will say overrated because there's other players that are going for the same spot as him at England, and they don't want him to get it.
How old is he? Because he's still young.
20,
so
I believe,
compared
21.
to like in Madison. Yeah, I mean, Madison. How old's Madison? 24? I don't know. Don't quote me on
He's a good player. He's going to be a good option for England. Hopefully, he gets the opportunity to do it.
He does bring a little bit of magic occasionally, doesn't he, Mount?
Corner.
Hello. Opportunity, yeah.
Defence don't know how to get it out.
Hello.
Oh.
Just needed a toe on that, didn't you?
Just needed anybody but Jorginho on it.
I mean, I don't think there was any... Yeah, no, he's kicked it at him, to be fair to Jorginho. Didn't really know much about it.
It's just... I just get so frustrated with Chelsea.
I mean...
It's just...
What was your expectations for Chelsea at the start of the year? Because, I mean, you're relatively quiet. I know a lot of people were saying, spent 200 odd million, you're going to be challenging for the title. Some people, like... Nick, for example, he said it's going to take time. Is this
My-
what
you
you
know,
expected
my-
from Chelsea?
My opinion at the start of the season is the same as it is now. Is I didn't expect us to challenge for the league. I didn't expect us to. I'd expect us to win a trophy, like the FA Cup or something, or the Carling Cup.
Hmm.
We're obviously at the Carling Cup. The FA Cup's the one we can win, and just get into like the round of 16 or the quarters in the Champions League, and I'll be happy with that. The problem I've got is my expectation for the league was fourth,
Yeah, I love them.
at least fourth position.
Oh, there's one I'll say that for. Yeah.
And I just don't. The way we're playing against teams like Fulham, no offence to Fulham, and Villa, no offence to Villa, we're not going to get top
I'll have
four.
half.
We're just not
like I
gonna
say, it's
get
a
it.
weird season. I've said all season long, I believe there's going to be someone in that top, not necessarily top four, but top six who you would not actually suspect to be there. Thanks, Barry. But it is frustrating watching Chelsea. I'm not so because they were doing great at the start of the season. But when you look at Werner, not set the world alight. Ziyech, he's not been around that long because of injury, so it's hard to tell.
Right, bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and grab a drink.
All right, I'll take over. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Man U Liverpool. Gaffer and Paul. It's going to be big. Send us in your predictions, guys.
Yeah. We forgot.
But yeah, this Chelsea side is they almost look like they've not got an identity yet. You look at teams like Man City, Leicester, Tottenham. They've all got a certain style of play. With Chelsea, I don't think they've actually got that as such yet. Please excuse me, I'm starving. Daddy's hungry. Do you want to say hello to everyone? Say hello. With a mouth full of food. Beautiful. Can you imagine if Fulham scored now? Jack would be fuming. Thanks, Dad. So corner here for Fulham. If he ever decides to take it. I want Fulham to win, but we won't tell Jack that. It's floated in, but quite easily dealt with there by Melt. Played back in. Not quite sure what he's trying there.
What have you cooked?
It's just been breaking news. Lewis's video has been banned.
Why?
I don't know. I've just seen on chat.
What, both of them?
First one, I believe.
The first one, yeah, we knew that got took down.
You know why?
He's got the Premier League in the background.
What a donut.
The sound of the game and the commentators and the advertising and stuff.
Well, what do we always say? When we do a live, we turn the TV down. Rule number 1. Rookie mistake, Lewis. Rookie mistake.
It's
I
been
watched
a bit.
the second one. It was good.
It's been a pretty placid first half, to be honest. There's been chances either way.
I do think late night shows on tonight, though. So if it is, tune in. I'm not overly sure.
I don't think it is.
Oh, is it not? No, that's a shame. I like the late night show. It's good. But yeah, it was just while you was gone, I was just explaining about how Chelsea, for me, I might be talking awful because I don't watch as many Chelsea games as you do. But unlike the big teams, they don't seem to have an identity of football.
This could be 1-0 here. It is 1-0. How's he missed it?
Should have finished
How's he
that.
missed it?
Wow.
Caballero, mate. Caballero, you should be ashamed. Oh, mate. Not even as a Chelsea fan.
There by Fulham. That is nice.
It really is.
That's
Tete, the Tete on the right hand side has been one of their best players this half.
Yeah.
Even he knew he should have scored that. Look, that's a tap in. He's free in the box.
Oh no,
Oh,
he's kicked again so far. When you was gone, actually, you missed an opportunity for Fulham by Lookman. It was bloody funny. He's at the tightest of angles, and he just tries to whack it as hard as he could. And well, it was comical where it ended up. In fact, if there's not a late night show tonight, and a certain Marcus is on the chat. So you all know Marcus, if you're watching. Hint, hint. Oh, is that? Yeah, I'll have a bacon sandwich. Be rude not to. Sorry.
Rule of the first half. Fulham should be 1-0 up. Plain and simple. It's just boring football watching. Oh,
No.
oh my God!
That's
What
bad.
are you
That's bad.
doing?
I was listening to what you were saying earlier, actually, and you said something very interesting before I came up about the amount of possession that Chelsea do have, but it's very, very side to side. And as a football fan, I think anybody watching this will agree, that is so frustrating to watch.
It's been the same. It was the whole of last season. It was the same. This season, it's the same. We're guilty of it every time.
Want some, Daddy?
So if Lampard does go, who do you get him?
Eddie Howe.
Oh, no. I mean, that's interesting. I'm not sure I'd agree with you, but it's an interesting shout.
Fulham are on the attack again here. Is he going to bring it back for that foul? No.
There is one
That's a
person
great
I can
ball.
think of, and he has got strong links with Chelsea. Ooh, stop feeding, mate. What about a certain Mr. Brendan Rodgers? He was assistant under Mourinho.
I'd happily have him at Chelsea. I think
And
the
his
idea
style
is.
of play.
I think the idea is if we do get rid of Lampard, we'll probably get somebody like Scolari or somebody in for the meantime.
How do you think Leicester fans would react if Brendan Rodgers went to Chelsea? I mean, he gets
They
linked
can't-
to Arsenal consistently.
They can't really do much about it, to be honest, because at the end of the day, Brendan Rodgers started his managerial career at Chelsea. Chelsea believed in him. Chelsea got him through his badges, put him in charge. They pretty much put him in charge of our whole development side at Chelsea at one point.
Because he was under the tutelage of Mourinho, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he did a lot actually, funny enough, for people like Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount. Aina, who's playing for these tonight, he did some with him, and loads of different players. That's disgusting.
Wow.
That's disgusting. Straight red. Fucking
Red
too
card.
right. Too right. That's disgusting. If this gets overruled, mate, I'm going to be fuming.
So anyone who's watching, red card for Fulham here. And it looked in real time. I'm not sure why he's gone for the challenge. I don't think he needed the challenge. They're not under threat. They're comfortably camped in Chelsea's half. There was no need for the challenge there. I'm not sure why he's done that. Why has he done that? Let's have a look.
Fool! Mate, it's even worse when you see it again.
Let's have a look. That's
Mate,
high.
he's off the
high.
floor. He's off the floor. He's late.
That's mid-shin. That's mid-shin. And I tell you what, I think
Asher is very lucky that he kicked a ball.
That wasn't
then,
studs, yeah.
Because if he didn't kick that ball, then that would have broke his leg.
Well, he's lucky. Well, if he didn't have the blooming studs, because I think the studs have just missed him by an inch. I think if those studs had connected to that shin there, the way that Aspilicueta obviously is swinging for the ball, that's the season out. I mean, Scott Parker, what would you be saying to him at half-time there? There was no need to make that challenge. He's camped in the Chelsea half. Fulham are not under any sort of pressure. It's right on half-time. There was 0 point of making that challenge. Scott Parker would be... Do you agree with me, darling?
Thanks. He's going to be fuming,
Scott Parker
mate.
must be fuming. I mean, we was in Sunday League, and this was a Sunday League friendly, guys, and one of our players did that. And we lost our crap with him, didn't we? And that's Sunday League. Scott Parker must be fuming. Dom Cotton, quick shout out for him.
Yeah, Dom Cotton's 10 yard, 10 yard lunge.
And he was for us, and we were fuming, weren't we? So Scott Parker must be absolutely livid.
He was lucky that was a friendly, you know. Because if that weren't a friendly, that wasn't just a 3-match ban. That would have been investigated for dangerous play.
Would have been bloody GBH if it connected.
Can't you hear one?
Yeah, I can. It's in my earphone, darling.
Hello, Maria.
That's your godfather. You're going to say hello.
Hello.
Good girl. Right, who do you think is going to win? Fulham or Chelsea?
To be honest, I'd still say Fulham.
Chelsea. So Chelsea.
Oh, thank you. Boring first half. As you know, I put the ads on. Ads on there. It was boring first half. We're gonna have some advertisement now.
Fuming. Scott Parker is up.
Love is a drug, but it never comes with a warning. When the calm down comes, you know you're gonna be in mourning. A push and pull courtship, yeah, it betrayed us. And now I need something else to fill the space up. Oh, I'll read between the lines, holding on to better times. I can let it go. I can let it go. I wanna take back what was mine, but only you can change your mind. I won't let it go. I won't let it go. So tell me, what do you mean when you say that we're not okay? We're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way. So tell me, what do you mean when you say that we're not okay? We're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way. We're fucked up in a beautiful way.
Mr. Dave, would you like to talk about the show tomorrow and that video of the shed and what's going to be cracking on?
Put him in there. So first of all, just want to say Paul Holmes is now banned from doing videos. Reason being, because if he keeps making videos of that quality, we're going to lose him to Sky Sports, and I can't be doing with that. What's up with him?
Teddy's in the car.
Oh, Teddy's in the car. So yeah, just 1 second, darling. I just need to go to the car. Bear with me. It's going to be massive. Obviously, I'm a massive Liverpool fan. Paul's a massive Man U fan. So far, between me and Paul, we've been quite respectful to each other. But if it's going to stay that way, I have zero idea.
Hopefully it doesn't. It'd make good viewing if not.
But yeah, we're two pretty calm heads. We are. We're relatively calm, but I do think I actually spoke to him earlier about the game tomorrow. And we're both getting a little bit nervous because I think for the first time in a very long time, this game is with two teams that genuinely have got a chance to win the league. Because, you know, in the 90s, it was massive. Liverpool, Man U was massive. But Man U was that far ahead in the league, it didn't actually mean more than bragging rights. And it's the same in the last, 6 or 7 years. Liverpool have been really far above Man U, so it's kind of been a match for bragging rights, where tomorrow, there's more than bragging rights on the line tomorrow.
It's
one of these
position,
two teams, one of these two teams could go in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Where normally either Liverpool or Man U have been so many points above the other. It's only been about bragging rights. So tomorrow, all I'm praying, I just pray it's not a boring game. And the Liverpool win.
Yeah, hopefully. We've got another video to have a look at now. I don't care if you guys are getting bored of me. we will do. I'll do this on all my shows just because we're a family and we look after each other and we
We
want
don't get
everybody to do
bored
well.
of Jack. Good to have you back. Got him. Right, Jack's gone. So, yeah, it's Matt's first show tomorrow. Talk of the Tap. Well, I say it's his first show. Obviously, you've seen him alongside with Paul and Andy on the Talk of the Tap. And Matt, bless him, very nervous. It's his first time hosting, but I honestly believe he's going to do amazing. He's very knowledgeable about the game, and he's a genuinely nice guy. So hopefully everyone can go 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, show him support. It's going to be an absolute fantastic show. Jack's just messaged me saying that he's gone for 5 minutes, which is awkward for me because I would play a promo video, but I can't because we're live on his. So let's talk about the show tomorrow's. So yeah, we've got at 10 o'clock. We've got the Talk of the Tap Extra Time. It's the debut of the new show. Sunday morning. Please go and watch. Like I say, it's Matt's first show, and I'm sure he will do amazing. Got a great radio voice, any as Lewis would say. And then at 4 o'clock tomorrow, it's the big one. It's the gaffer. It's one of the Talk of the Tap twins, Mario, as I like to call him. Liverpool fan, Man U fan. Liverpool, Man U. It's going to be massive. And you might see two admins absolutely destroy each other. So, you know. Also, retro review show coming up on Monday night. Marcus will be back talking about playoff semi-finals. Random subject, I know, but it's going to be a good one. Look away if you're a Leicester fan. That's all I'm saying. So hopefully that will be featured. We've got the Gaffer's Gaff brand new series on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, where we're going to be. The last series featured Premier League teams that changed the game. This time we're going for world teams that have changed the game. So there's going to be a lot of teams that you might not necessarily recognise. There's going to be some surprising teams in there. Not many big teams in this episode. I've got 9 teams, and we've got one country which literally changed the game. They changed the rules and everything. So if you can figure out what that team is, let us know in the comments so I can see them, because it's all on Jack's. Excuse me. Also, we've got Talk of the Tap, which will be back on Thursday. Oh, he's back. Thank God for that. I was about to play some promo vids and then realise it's your StreamYard, so I can't.
Sorry, people. I just felt a little bit unwell there for a second. Well, still do a little bit now, but oh well. Yeah, we've got loads of great shows lined up. I've got a great show lined up on Monday, talking to a YouTuber about ground hopping. And then next Friday, I've also got a Melton Town special. We've got Talk of the Tap Extra Time tomorrow morning. We've got the live watch on the Liverpool Man United game. We've got the retro show. We've hopefully got a return of different members from the group that have not been around for a little while. We've got the late night show. So there's loads of stuff we're doing behind the scenes.
It's the brand new series of the Gaffer's Gaff on Tuesday.
Brand new series, yeah. And you're covering?
Well, we did the Premier League teams that have changed the world, or changed the game. Mm-hmm. This time we're doing world teams that have changed the game. There's going to be a lot of teams that some people may not overly recognise that have literally changed the game of football, including, just a little spoiler, Park the bus, which a lot of people thought Mourinho invented. There was a team that literally won a Champions League by parking the bus the whole tournament. Back in 19, I'm not going to tell you. It was in the 90s. I won't tell you which year. Hey, hang on. What was that? Paul, of course, United summit. What's that all about?
I didn't see it.
He's a git.
Right, guys, I am sorry to do this. I would love to watch the second half. I'm really not feeling well. Like, really not feeling well.
Oi.
So, I may, if Paul doesn't come in, I think Paul's coming there. I'll leave you two to talk on it. But as it stands, I really need to go sort myself out. I really don't feel very well.
Do you want me to reset up on mine?
Yeah, mate. If you want to do that, I've got a.
All right, guys.
I literally don't feel very well.
We will be back in 5 minutes. Paul, I'm going to reset up on mine, pal.
Really sorry, guys. Really sorry.
All right. We'll see you. We'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. See you in a bit.